They made one of the coldest black person, second to none in Bleach, by the way. The most shittiest rare I've ever played in this game. I'm just riding this fucking game, bro. Like, this Shikai had its chance, and what I mean by that, it had its capabilities. Is what I'm trying to say, right? It could have been one of the most technical type bullshit that Typeso could have done. Even as a rare, he still could have done it. Maybe they could have bumped it up to a legendary, but they took the ball, ran down court, and flaked the most game-winning, easiest layup I've seen in my life. No pressure whatsoever, by the way. No pressure. But no, they gotta create a lightning reskin, is what I'm trying to say, right? And what I mean by that move I just used, X, that's just a lightning reskin. Like, let's be for real. Excuse me, it's a better reskin. You know how lightning, it's one of the dash move where it's like, that's a little cloud form above their head and strikes you down. That move right there, it's basically that move, but you don't get punished for missing, and you get rewarded even better. Because the lightning one, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, I'm pretty sure the lightning one, if you land it, it resets both person to a reset or neutral state. While in this one, it's more of a positive state. You might be like 4 frames higher than the other player. You know what I'm saying? And now that I think about it, why should I even care? Typeso is returning back to its bloating phase. And you're probably wondering, hey, what is a bloating phase? What I mean by that is the honeymoon phase is over. I'm pretty sure I said this in my last video. Honeymoon phase is over. We're gonna see a lot more media ripoff being added to the game. Media rip items. I mean, they basically trained us. You know, name how many. Someone down in the comment section, please go down and tell me every single thing that's basically media ripoff, blatant media ripoff. I don't really care too much of it being like inspired. That's pretty cool, whatever. But I'm talking about like blatant ripoff, like Double Trigger, blatant ripoff, Yamamoto, blatant ripoff, shit like that. You know, there's a difference in between inspo and then blatant rip, like copy, like yo, don't copy my notes. You know what I'm saying? Don't copy the answer word for word. And that nigga, he needs to get typed so that the some of them, not all of them, they just ripped it, took it, and ran with it. Is what I'm trying to say. You know. And I realized that not only that we see more rip-offs, we're seeing more folks just adding more unfinished Shikais and reses. Like Brilliance, for example, it doesn't even have a true mode. I don't know. I feel like they're in a rush to get shit out to like cater to the community. They know the community will eat anything. Like shit, look at me, bro. Capoeira came out. I might fuck with that shit too. I mean, I don't have it. I probably won't even have it for a little while. I don't know. I'm kind of down in the gutter where I'm kind of done with Typeso videos. Maybe like slow down of them. It doesn't feel the same. It's just, they took too long, is what I'm saying. And you're probably wondering what I mean by they took too long. They took too long to drop all the balancing that was much needed for the game, so the game feel a lot more enjoyable, and it doesn't feel like I've escaped from Tartarus. And I've been stuck in a jail cell with Tyrone, big ass, like, you know what I'm trying to say, and I feel like I was forced upon me. It was forced upon me. I had no saying in it. You know, and this game's record track of not being able to balance itself, and then there's only one tyrannical ass nigga who only has one balance to himself. He only keeps it for himself. He let niggas test, but their input is just thrown out the gutter, don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? The same way you report back to the police that someone did something to you, the police just look at you like, what's your color of your skin? Oh, black? Oh, I don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel playing this bullshit and seeing so much great suggestion is just not being added, you know? And it's just kind of shocking. Well, it should not be shocking to me. Being on the bouncing team last season maybe got me thinking to myself, these niggas don't give a fuck. They don't care. So it's kind of like, I have so much love for this game, and I keep saying I don't really fuck with it, but I do. It's just why, you know? And to talk a little about this Shikai, to give you a little bit of tech, only tech I realized with this with Air Hakata is that you gotta play kind of unironically. You gotta like set traps. Kind of reminds me of Creation, where you know how Creation see you pop it on the floor, and then you can put someone in the air combo and you like it guard breaks them. They don't usually like pay attention to what it can do. You know, the only thing that's viable where I can turn off my mind is the X. The X makes it where I can just turn off my brain and just combo it. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. The X doesn't continue airtime. The C doesn't continue airtime. Nothing in it. I mean, it's not a Hakata oriented Shikai. You know, it's not meant for it. I thought it was at first until they mentioned in a announcement that you have to combo Cry with C. So honestly, the Shikai feels like it only has 2 moves and a half. Cry is not bad. C isn't it's not that good by itself. You need Crying thing. It's probably what it's meant to be. You know, I kind of fuck with the technicality of it, but it kind of falls short heavily. Now, I don't know how Rising Swallow hit me from right there, but whatever, nigga. But the thing is, right, the build I'm using right now is Vow Sacrifice with the emblem of those who bullshit knows. With Formless. Formless is pretty disgusting with it. I mean, Formless is disgusting now. It doesn't necessarily need the Shikai to be disgusting. I really wish that you know, it'd be cool if the Shikai, the C move makes it where it goes off on its own, where I don't need Cry to force it immediately. So, you know, people still have the time to run away from the swords being placed on the floor, and they just go from there. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I wish they did, but, you know, unfortunately they did not do that. So here we are, just looking stupid. Another thing I want to let people know, did some people really feel like Kendo was ass, or Kendo felt very short compared? I mean, don't get me wrong, Kendo was like not as strong as speed at its time before the speed nerf, and now since speed count is, you know, is BTA or belt, you know, from shit like that from Setro, Kendo went back from being #1 in my opinion. In my eyes, it went from speed, medic at this time when medic was OD, in my opinion, just fighting against. My opinion is just my opinion. You don't feel offended. It went from speed, medic, then Kendo. Medic got his touch, speed got touch, and then Kendo, in my opinion, is #1. Keto is slightly going up there again. I think they made a lot of changes to it. I don't really care too much of looking at Keto changes because I'm not a Keto player, and nor do I love type so enough to play Keto and go from there. You know, by the way, you see how fast I'm dying? Sacrifice, that shit went from being so OD. I think it did need his nerf, but not this much. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, the emblem makes it where I lose 150% HP and I have like no defensive. I think I take more damage now. Like, I think I'm like a permanent like grade 5 HP. I'm not even kidding you when I say that. So like, it's like, imagine you being a little ass jit, right? And then you see your dad gun case, you're not supposed to go in there. And you're like, oh, what does this do? And you go and unlock the gun case. I don't know how you little ass grab your hands does it. You unlock the gun case, you take said gun, and then you shoot yourself on accident. And the shoot yourself comparison is you not able to combo any niggas, and then you taking somebody out the map because you as a kid barely handle the recoil, and then you was able to kill your opponent if you actually combo. I don't know where I want to go with this analogy. That's just how I see it, you know? And another thing too, Ichimonji is just an instant hard counter to us Hakuda users. So take that as you will, as a biased pocketed nerd, you know? So please don't, oh sorry, don't ignore the alarm. So please don't get on my ass about it, you know? I really do enjoy this. I do enjoy Type Soul at times, but when I boot up rank, I just wanna, you know, grab the rope and just, you know? It's just, that's just how I see the game, unfortunately. But I give this game, player count is slowly dwindling down. I don't see it being progressed any further. That's just how I see it. The game went from averaging 100K first to 2 weeks, then it's averaging 44 at its like end time. At max, I think it averaged around like 55, 60K on the weekend, you know? So they got a couple more people to enjoy this game. I thought it's gonna go back to averaging 20K, and I think that's where it's gonna happen there. Will the game die? No. Will the game fall off? No, for sure Ski will just fall off right there, you know? I mean, they drop a lot of new cool things. I mean, there's a new universal weapon you can use throughout the whole thing, like Lightning, Shikai, Storm Res, Thunderbolt. Let's see how that goes. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's kept. I mean, there's a new Hell weapon. They're kind of trying to add more content for Hell, but I don't think it's gonna suffice for the community. People, they know that the player base is gonna speedrun the thing. Like, Setro is literally gatekeeping information from how to do shit, or maybe he's not gatekeeping. Maybe shit's not completed as he thought it would be. You know, the Yoriichi boss still hasn't been discovered. You still can't even get that bullshit. There's another thing too. I think there's like a health thing. Like, oh yeah, there's like that one guy from Full Metal Alchemist, the white guy. I forgot his name. The one that nigga Aaron talked to. I think his name's Aaron. I forgot. I haven't watched that show since I was like 14 years old. But there's that guy. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's not in the game they have yet to show. Where we gotta wait for them. So yeah, that's just how I see it. Hopefully later down in the future we can see more cool things. I just, instead of less media rip is what I'm begging for. I'm cool for inspiration. I'm just not cool for the blatant bullshit that's bleeding into the game. You know, I want to see more unique ideas, or maybe they just don't care and they continue that bag. Like, who am I to stop another bag chaser? I'm trying to chase that bag too, you feel me? But other than that, this Shikai with this with Hakuda, it's a solid C- at best. It's not that good. It could be good with different, like obviously for keto speed. Maybe those passive players. I'm more of an aggressive Hakuda player. Could be good with ground. So I digress. But other than that, all I gotta say is thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And all I gotta say is fear God and not men.